What's up guys, welcome back into the video. I know 7.55 has been kind of a bittersweet experience for most of you guys, and in this video I'm going to go ahead and cover a few tips and tricks to help you stabilize your 7.55 jailbreak or some things that have actually worked for me. So without any further ado, SG has again released another update. He's been proactively working on the 7.55 kernel exploit. If you look over here, June 4th, there was another release that's updated, and I actually recorded a video to post on the same day. However, I did not post it because personally I've had issues with that particular update as well, and it still does not work very well for me. However, I want to let you guys know, newer does not mean better, or at least for everyone. So guys, with 7.55, I've had mixed experiences. There were times where I was able to jailbreak on the very second attempt, and there were times I was just sitting there for hours together trying to jailbreak my PS4 with kernel panics and all of that stuff. However, the reason I didn't post the video is because I want to go and experiment a few little payloads and a few different hosts and a few different versions of the jailbreak, and I've been doing that for a few days now guys, and I've now come to the conclusion not everything works for everyone like it works for everyone else. So with that in mind, I'm going to share a few different experiences that I've personally faced, and hopefully it'll be helping you too. So first off guys, on 7.55 jailbreak or 7.02 or even for a matter of fact 6.72, way back since I've been making videos for 6.72, there's something that I've noticed all throughout the time. There is never one answer for all. There might be some hosts that work better for some people, while other hosts works better for someone else. At the same time, a host that works well for everyone would suck for some people. Doesn't matter if you have the same PS4 version like them, it might still not work for you. So with that in mind guys, every PS4 acts differently to a different host and different versions of the jailbreak. So with that mentioned, here's what I suggest guys, to every single one of you who's watching this video right now. You need to go ahead and find the version that works for you best. Like in my personal situation, I'm going to go ahead and show you what actually worked for me and how I found out the best version that actually works for me. So let's go and check it out. So guys, once SG's latest version was out, Night King was the first to update it, so I was pretty excited to go and check it out. And they had two different versions, the manual version and the auto mode, so I went ahead and cached it and I tried running the jailbreak. And this is the error I got, which is very new for me. And of course guys, as any errors, it always kernel panicked. So then I tried the manual mode out saying, hey, maybe there must be an issue with the auto load, and it went through its whole process, but then at the end, it just did not load at all, and it was just stuck on the screen for a really long time. But on the bright side, it actually did not kernel panic, and I was able to restart the PS4 to try again. So moving on from there, I switched on to a different host, that is Prb, and of course Prb has been getting a lot of attention and actually has been working really well for a lot of people. I'm sure some of you guys are already using it. So for me, in my point of view, a successful jailbreak is one where I'm able to load applications, does not freeze on the settings, and I can go in and out of rest mode as many times as possible without it crashing or having any issues. So when I went ahead and loaded up Prb, as you can see, he did have three different exploits, the new one, the exploit, and the old one, along with the different versions of GoldHEN and HEN 2.1.3 and also Mira. So I ran the old exploit because I did have issues with the new exploit, the one that was recently released. Then I went ahead and loaded up GoldHEN version 1.1. Then I went ahead and proceeded to check if the apps are opening up. So that's great. Then I moved on to testing the rest mode. So first rest mode worked perfectly fine. I went into rest mode, went out of rest mode, everything was perfect. The second rest mode, I went in and it came out and actually was not able to come out because it kernel panicked. So then I went back to Prb, and instead of loading the old exploit, I just tried exploit. And unfortunately this time it was just stuck on the screen and my PS4 controller disconnected, and I had to pull the plug in order to go ahead and restart my PS4. Bad news. So I restarted my PS4, went back to Prb, ran the same exploit, not the old one, not the new one, ran the same exploit. It went through successfully and I loaded up GoldHEN version 1.1. Again, I tested the rest mode number 1, it worked fine. Rest number 2 did not work fine again. So I see there was a trend that's happening here. If it was successful, rest mode does not just work after the second rest mode. So I was still kind of experimenting to see how things go and what is going wrong. So guys, just about 2 days ago, Night King did release this particular version here. So you have the full version on top, which is an auto firmware, and then you have the light versions at the bottom. That is B1, B2, B3, B4, B5, and B6. All the different versions are laid out here, so guys, you can go ahead and test them out. And these are actually the kernel exploits, not the WebKit exploit. The WebKit exploit remains the same, however, these different exploits are the kernel exploits that was being worked on repeatedly. So all the way from March 17, 28th April, 2nd May, 20th May, 27th May, all the way to June 3rd. Because you can go and test them out to see how they work with your PS4. So I want to go and start testing from the latest one here, that is the B6 to the right corner. and that's exactly what I started with. So guys, every exploit that you choose does have a manual version as well as an auto jailbreak that you can choose. So in this particular video, I've taken the manual one. So as you can notice, there's GoldHEN version 1.0, 1.1, and there's Orbis Toolbox. Now Orbis Toolbox is now available for 7.55 thanks to some patches that's been done, and I'll be dropping a video about that in detail. So guys, if you notice what I've noticed in a trend, GoldHEN 1.0 actually worked for me really well in the back. Back when 7.55 jailbreak was released, it was working perfectly fine for me. Compared to GoldHEN 1.1 is the one that does not work well with rest mode, as far as I've noticed in all my tests. So what I'm going to do for this particular test, I'm actually going to go for GoldHEN 1.0 and let's just see how this one goes. So just like the latest kernel exploit was not working well for me, the similar thing happened again. It was stuck at the last screen, but luckily I was still able to go ahead and restart the PS4 with no kernel panics. So this time I restarted the PS4, and the last time I tried the latest B6 version, which is not working so well for me. So then I decided let's go for the B5 version that was May 27th. And this time I prefer to go for the auto jailbreak because apparently there's more success with the auto jailbreak. So I launched the auto jailbreak up. After it successfully went through, this is the page you look at. So this is the auto jailbreak page. And when I try to go ahead and launch the new exploit, it was just stuck. So B5, not so much of a success for me. So then guys, I restarted my PS4. I tried B6, I tried B5. Now time to go ahead and try out B4. Oh, meantime, just ignore all the pop-ups on the top left corner. If you want to avoid all of that, guys, go ahead and get a DNS installed for your PS4. You should be good to go. But for now, let's go try out the manual method, which is what I wanted to try out. So guys, once I was done caching and turning off the internet, once I could return back here, I went for GoldHEN 1.0, and funny enough, it went through the very first time. As you guys can see, I'm just going to fast forward this. Just went into settings after that, just making sure it's jailbroken. And right after that, I wanted to start checking the rest mode because I need to make sure the rest mode is working perfectly fine. That's what I call the perfect jailbreak. So as you can see, look like it's all jailbroken and good to go. So I'm going to go ahead and start my rest mode test number 1. So waking it up from the first test of the rest mode, looks like it went perfectly fine. I even tried launching a game to make sure it was working fine. So time to go for round 2. Surprisingly guys, round 2 actually worked. In GoldHEN 1.1 it always failed, so GoldHEN 1.0 this time it worked. Round 2, coming back from rest mode, it was perfectly fine. You can also see the game was still running. And then let's go and try out round 3 to see if it actually works too. And again guys, round 3, getting it out of the rest mode for the 3rd time, it actually still successfully worked, but there was a little bit of issue. I could not find debug settings this time because the way it started, it actually started out with an error message, or it was trying to do an error message. Right at the beginning, it did started with the please wait. I had to hit the back button and then go log into my PS4, and there was no debug settings, but I was still able to go ahead and launch games because it was still jailbroken. It was just a UI glitch. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I was going to put it to rest mode again and try bring it up again to see if it actually fixed it. So guys, I tried rest mode 2-3 more times now, and this is like the 4th or the 5th time I came back from the rest mode. And now this time the debug settings was there, I was still jailbroken. And I can finally safely say I have found the one that works best for my PS4. That's a PS4 Fat. Now, this combination might work for your PS4 or it may not work for your PS4. But guys, the whole point of this video that I'm trying to make is you need to go and experiment with GoldHEN 1.0 or 1.1 and find the different versions that's available and test them out one by one and see which one is working best for your PS4. And once you find it, I would prefer for you to go ahead and stay there until there is a very substantial stability update, guys. I would suggest you to go and stay there so you wouldn't have to break your head and try and update to the latest version or try to do the latest kernel exploit every single time. So in my case, as you can see, the latest one did not work well at all. Even the second latest one was not that great, but the one that was B4 is the one that worked best for me in a combination of B4 with GoldHEN 1.0 for my PS4 to work with rest mode and have a successful jailbreak. So guys, if you can get rest mode working for your particular PS4, I would suggest you to keep it there so you don't have to deal with this process of jailbreaking every single time back and forth. If you're not unable to keep it on rest mode, you think your power cuts often, and then you just need to go ahead and cache it so you can have the same version, you can try the same combination even if you restart your PS4. If you have multiple errors that you're facing with the memory errors, the first time you face it, just clear the cookies from the settings menu and it should go ahead and avoid a lot of memory errors for you, and that is another tip over there. Alright guys, so that's about this video to go ahead and give you a precise understanding of, go ahead and try the combination for your particular PS4, so you would not have to go ahead and deal with all the crazy kernel panics and all of these stuff that you face. Again guys, it's very individually different for every single PS4, so you can't expect what works best for someone else to work the best for you. You can try the same and try it out, but it could not or could work, and this is something that you have to try and experiment yourself and find the one that works best for you. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope this made sense, and I hope this is going to help you out with your stability and with your 7.55 jailbreak. I will be dropping the next video, which is going to be about the Orbis tool. I'm going to let you know what is the best thing about it. Until then guys, I hope you have a great weekend ahead. And guys, drop a comment. Let me know which combination works for you, specifically for your particular PS4. Mention your PS4's version and which host you're using, kernel exploit you're using, as well as which GoldHEN version you're using, or if it's HEN 2.1.3b. Let me know in the comments, and I will see you guys in the next video. Cheers and happy gaming. Bye bye guys.